Happy Monday. Can you believe it is already June 1st? We're already 6 months into the year. Insane. So, if you haven't been here before, I'm Evie Dross, owner and creative director of Evielutions Design, where I help businesses with all of their branding needs. So today I wanted to talk about motivation. I thought that this would be a great subject to cover, especially during a time when the majority of people are working from home and learning to adapt to a new normal. And from my own experience, it can be so hard to stay motivated as it is, especially when you're running your own business. When you're the boss, there's usually no one else there to hold you accountable, so it can be tough to keep going at times, especially when you're just starting out, or you're trying to get your website up or product offerings finalized and looking to land your first customer or client. So I'm excited to share a few ways that I keep myself motivated when I don't feel like working or I'm having an extremely rough day. And I hope that they'll be able to help you too. So let's jump right into it. So the first thing you want to do is define your why. What made you decide to venture out on your own in the first place? Were you sick of working a 9-to-5 job? You wanted that extra flexibility, or you just wanted to do something that you were passionate about. I know for me, at the time, I was recently laid off from my corporate job, and it put a bad taste in my mouth. And so I made the decision to never, if I have to, go back to corporate world. And at the time, I also needed that flexibility to be there for my children. So that was really important to me, to be there, whether I need to take them to school, pick them up, be there after school, help with homework, things like that. So having that flexibility was really important to me at that time, because I just had relocated here from Indiana and didn't have any family or friends here. So that was really important to me. So what you want to do is you want to write them down, use it on a sticky note, post it, put it somewhere that you'll see it every single day. So a few good places to include is, your mirror in your bathroom, your refrigerator, or your door as you're leaving. So that way it'll remind you why you chose to become a business owner and can serve as a daily motivation to keep you going. The next thing that I want to stress that has really helped me is to set a daily schedule. So you want to still act as though it's just another day at the office. Set a daily schedule beforehand. Check your calendar first thing in the morning to see what projects need to be completed for that day. So I use Google Calendar, and I use that to create a default calendar schedule. And so that schedule, these are like all of the things that I plug in that I need to do on a weekly basis, like phone call follow-ups, making sure that I'm spending time educating myself and learning something new. So I have all of those blocks blocked out on my Google Calendar. And then the next thing you could do is then have like your handy dandy paper. So here I have this scheduler book that I got from, I think I got this from Walmart. And so this is last week, so I'm gonna tear that off. But it has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through Thursday, Friday, and then it has a space here for the weekend. So in the mornings when I come into my office, I use this and I write down, 3 to 4 or 5 things that I need to make sure that I need to accomplish for that particular day. And so this is my immediate reminder on top of my Google Calendar default calendar. So this has become really, really handy. So I use this every week and then just rip off and start a new week with a new sheet. Another really important tip is that you want to surround yourself with a great support system. So whether that's a partner, family members, friends, or other business owners, you want to have a few people that you can reach out to regularly. And it's nice to have someone else who, will help hold you accountable and is willing to talk to you, work through problems that you may be facing. So before the pandemic, I had an accountability partner that her and I met every month. And we would literally say, okay, what are your goals for the next month? And hold each other accountable so that when we met the following month, we went down that list of things that we said we were going to tackle for that month and say, how did this go? What areas did you need help in? And just really be that support system for one another. Another thing that you can do, there's, networks out there where you can connect with fellow entrepreneurs and small business owners online. You could set up a virtual coffee meetup where you check in with each other or just simply spend a few hours working together over the phone so that you don't feel so alone. And so it can definitely make all the difference in talking with someone who can directly relate to the feeling of a lack of motivation, and you guys help each other through it. So my next tip is remember your past accomplishments. Okay. So it can be easy to get discouraged or, feel a lack of motivation when you lose a business deal, you have a client that's turned down your proposal, or just something goes wrong, period. And we all go through that. But when you have a bad day, take some time to remember your most successful accomplishments. I know I can be hard on myself at times. And there's moments where I feel like I should be way further along than I am. But my accomplishment is that I've been in business for over 10 years now. And that's a huge accomplishment in itself. So remember how you felt when you finally achieved something you had worked so hard for, because it'll serve as a reminder that you can accomplish anything that you set your mind to and help you to overcome those current hurdles that you may be facing. Tip number 5, take frequent breaks. Okay, so let me tell you, this is one that I struggle with because when I'm on a roll, I'm on a roll. But it is very important to take frequent breaks. It can be hard to stay motivated when you work for long periods of time. So it's important to take regular breaks during the day, whether you get up and you stretch, you walk around, make sure that you stay hydrated, have that, bottle of water next to your desk. And the crazy thing about it is that I actually schedule in my Google Calendar my breaks. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, that reminder goes off a lot of times and I still work through it. But, I'm a work in progress. But just remember, as a business owner, I understand that it can be hard to find a work-life balance with, so many things to get done. But you do your best to make sure that you're not making it impossible to stay motivated. So by giving yourself some time to, watch a movie, scroll through social media, go for a walk, you'll be able to get back to work, feel refreshed, and be able to knock out a few more projects. So another thing that I like to mention is, when you have your work schedule, try your best to stick to it. Like I work from home, like many of you do. And I do very well with not overlapping my daily home life with my work life. So, from the time I wake up till about 5 or 6, I'm not in between breaks or whatever doing laundry or washing dishes. I am purely focused, as I mentioned before, as if I'm going into an office every day. So that's really important. Okay, so the last and final tip is be sure to set a new goal. As your business continues to grow, your goals will drastically change. So it's important to take some time every few months or so to reevaluate your future goals, so you can see if you're ready to make a change. It can be easy to feel a lack of motivation if you no longer are enjoying what you're doing or you feel like you're not growing or progressing. So don't be afraid to go out and try something new and exciting and shake things up a bit. I always say that growth never comes from a comfortable place. You have to get uncomfortable, okay? So just remember that you can do this. You work so hard to keep your business running daily, and it can be easy to lose the desire and motivation to move forward. However, by implementing a few of these simple tips, you'll easily be able to find an extra boost of motivation to get you to that next big achievement that you've been working so hard for. So I hope these tips were helpful. We all are, get there at times where we're feeling a little down, we're questioning the things that we do. But again, be sure to reflect on your accomplishments and remember that you can do anything that you set your mind to. All right. So I'll talk to you guys next week. See ya.